when we see aliens, basically we're seeing angels. That's according to what I'm
Mhm.
hearing now. Um, I think that's really subversive, actually. I think
Right.
there's something really subversive about that because what's going to happen with that? This is my opinion, of course, obviously, always, but now all of a sudden the government's going to tell us what to think about in terms of religious ideas. That's what's going to happen.
I
The
agree.
government is now going to tell us what spirituality is all of a sudden. And they're going to tell us that we don't know. It's like they've been atheistic for so many years, and now all of a sudden these experts that are talking about all kinds of quantum physics and blah, 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 they're suddenly going to be telling us, the religious people, that they know more than us what angels are, and they know more than us what God is, you see? And they know more than us. So it's like the government agencies all of a sudden will be telling me what an angel is. No, I don't accept that. I'm sorry. You better come up with some really smart things then if you want to try to do that. Not aliens, it's not going to work with me. You better have some deep knowledge if you want to convince me that you're the new priest class, let's say,
Right.
this guy who does remote viewing for the government. You're gonna have to do more than impress me, let's say, with your stories about astral projection and remote viewing. If you want me to
Well
think
said.
that you're the next priest class, you're gonna need more than that. It's like I'm speaking to them right now, but it's not gonna work. I'm not gonna fall for that. You're gonna have to have deep knowledge if they want me to listen to what they say. I'm not gonna accept this. We did an experiment and we did some astral projection and then we saw the aliens and then they told us that they were angels. That's not good enough. I'm not gonna abandon 2,000 years of tradition, from my religion, let's say Christianity, and accept these people all of a sudden who 2 seconds ago were atheists and 2 seconds ago were materialists, and now suddenly they're gonna tell me it's all about frequencies and energies, and so that's my take on it. I don't
It's
buy
like
it.
God without God, essentially.
It's what it sounds like. Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds like it's a materialization of spirituality in some ways. It becomes technical knowledge. It's all technical knowledge all of a sudden. And for someone like me, that's not interesting. Like I've heard people say things like talking about Ezekiel's chariot and saying that's a flying saucer. What?
Right.
It's ridiculous. If you read the whole thing, you can't think that.
I agree.
These beasts that had the head of a lion and the head of a bull and the head of an eagle and the head of a man. That's a flying saucer, really?
Yeah.
Because they don't look at the whole thing; they just look at part of the description, and then they act like that makes sense to say that that's a spacecraft or something. It doesn't make
Well, and then
any
that's
sense.
been repeated 500 times online, and then now it's the truth because people don't take the time to do what you just said and go read actually what happened.
Yeah. No. It's sorry. I ain't buying this stuff.
You're like, I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm talking to and I'm saying this. It just reminded me of Aslan talking to the witch. He says, do not cite the deep magic to me, which I was there when it was written. It's like you're not going to come in here and introduce these false ideas and talk to me about it. Somebody who pays attention with eyes to see and ears to hear. It's not going to work.
They're trying to replace this real religion, which was given to us by Christ, which is about being human and acting correctly in the human world. It's not just about morality, it's something higher than that, but he's not talking about weird stuff, What they're showing us now is like secret knowledge, okay? It almost sounds like Tree of Knowledge of Good and Bad. It's like this secret knowledge. We have the secret knowledge. You peasants don't. Listen to us. And they're not even telling us how to live properly. They're not telling us what to do. They're not guiding us really. They're not giving us real knowledge. They're telling us basically, we have secret knowledge because we're scientists or whatever. Listen to us. We're going to tell you what's what. And then basically it's a replacement, I think, of true religion. That's what I think. And it's going to end up being, they're going to be the next priest class of a new religion, not Christianity, nothing to do with Christianity. They don't talk about Jesus, notice that. Jesus is not important to them. It's all about angels and weird stuff like that. They're trying to replace Christianity, that's for sure. I see it. So we have to not get fooled by this stuff. It's probably going to get more and more intense, if you ask me, my opinion.
Yes.
because I could see it happening. I see it's a plan. It's like it's coming more and more and more and more. You listen to certain
Agree.
podcasts, and it's they're all telling us what's gonna happen.
The very big
So-
ones, yeah.
Yeah, the big ones, you just listen and you can know what's coming. You know,
Yeah.
it's the AI weird new religion of
Alien
information.
angels. And,
yeah, aliens,
yes.
and that's
Right.
looks like what's coming. So for sure, I'm not falling for it. That's for sure. So I think if we want to know what to do to fight this thing, I think we have to understand deeply the real religion. We have to understand deeply
Mhm.
the Bible. We have to understand these things more than they can pretend to, so that we have something to fight it with. You know, it's like you gotta.
Yeah.
If I criticize their stuff, I gotta show something better. You know, I gotta
Mhm.
show something better. I think the Bible
Yes.
does contain something more profound than what they're talking about, much more profound. So I
Indeed.
think they're real good with illusions, but a real miracle is about manifesting a truth in reality. It's like producing fruit that's full of light, full of meaning. That's what it's about.